All right, welcome everybody to 2021. It's here.
Finally.
And we had a great 2020 in the books. That's done and over with now. And
Everybody might have a different definition of good.
Yeah.
I think everybody kind of had our hard year, but we're just happy to be moving forward, huh?
But you know, there were a lot of good things that happened in 2020, and one of those was the contest. Not just the contest, more importantly, the photos that were submitted, the photos and video behind the contest, those that were inspired, hopefully, to go out and do some good. That was one good thing about 2020, and it almost didn't happen. October is when we usually start the contest, but we were still dealing with, you were having some major health issues. Not COVID, fortunately, but certainly some tough stuff. So it was basically like if we were going to do the contest, it was all going to be just me, which I was not excited about. I mean, we just had so much to deal with. But on top of that, it just didn't feel like it was responsible.
Yeah, trying to encourage people to go out and not socially distance, take photos.
Yeah.
Just we didn't want to encourage anybody to break any rules or...
Yeah, so I kind of felt like, this is probably a good year to skip, but I hadn't thought it through, and it was actually one of our sponsors from last year emailed us, kind of said, hey, are we doing this again? We were anxious to. I got to thinking about it, and I thought, there's never been a more important year to do good things. Poverty didn't take a break. Obviously pain and suffering, discrimination, all of these horrible things, none of that took a break. Environmental issues, none of that, just decided to take a year off because of a pandemic. So, I mean, we can't, as photographers, we can't just set aside our desires to do good things and to promote good causes and use our skills and talents to promote good things just because, it's a scary time.
Right.
It's not an excuse. So we had the contest, and you guys came out in force. We had triple the amount of submissions this year, and I would even say the quality, I don't know if it was triple, that's hard to measure, but certainly the level of work that was submitted was great and very inspiring. The stories also, wish we had time to read every single story because you submitted those stories along with your work, and we read all of them and just loved it. I mean, what a great boost that brought us in an otherwise pretty dark year. So yeah, it was the right thing to have the contest again, in spite of the hardships and people got very creative as well. But you know what? The hardest part of the contest, DENAE, is actually, do you know what it is?
Well, I would say it's picking the winners.
And I knew you'd say that, and you're wrong. It's not picking the winners, although that is hard. We did pick some, and we'll show those to you in a little bit here. But the hardest thing is actually getting the prizes to everybody. Yeah, because you've got some that are probably not in the country, right? International. I did say this is going to be an international contest. We've got some that makes it tricky. But yeah, and also we said that this year all submissions would be accepted and entered. So basically 32 prizes. We'll award a few to some that we really liked, but other than that, they're all random. And so based on all you had to do is submit. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a logistical nightmare to get through all that. That easy part is behind us.
Might take a minute.
Yeah, it certainly will take a minute. So with that caveat aside, though, before we announce any of those winners, we want to share with you the work because that's really what it's all about. So we created a small montage video sampling just a few of the photos and video that you guys submitted. We wouldn't have time to show everything. So yeah, we'll show that now and then meet you on the flip to talk about who won. In a year where proximity could mean death, for the 2020 Do Good With Your Camera photo contest, photographers and videographers had to get extremely creative in the ways that they used their talents to serve others.
Many of you portrait photographers found ways to serve others by providing telephoto portrait sessions for neighbors, essential workers, or those with low income.
while others of you gave your time and talents to provide access to church services or document funerals for those who were unable to participate physically.
Many of you found ways to serve and document some of the heroes of 2020.
Others of you documented efforts to feed the hungry in your communities.
And just like hunger, during a pandemic, social needs do not take a break. There are communities needing causes, disabled people needing help from the able-bodied. Cancer doesn't take a break, and neither does poverty. The earth still needs our help, and in all this, organizations continue to find creative ways to lend support. And you were there to document those events and help inspire the rest of us and remind us that charity is alive in the world and we don't have to go far to find a cause.
And finally, there are those of you who understand that while, yes, it's larger causes, trumpets and fanfares that help rally people to aid, none of that matters if we can't love each other when no one is watching. You that took the time to see the lives around you, to reach out, to ask questions, to show love, to offer comfort and hope, and who were able to document that. You inspire us and remind us that while, yes, 2020 wasn't very much fun, even in a horrible year, you don't have to look very hard to find goodness.
So before we give a whole bunch of free stuff away, we just want to say thank you so much. Thank you for the good that you've done and the good that you continue to do. We felt so grateful to be able to be a part and get a glimpse of some of the good acts that were done. And yeah, thanks for doing good with your camera.
So let's give some stuff away. And as a reminder, we had 32 prizes to give away. And this came from just a few sponsors that I want to run through and thank just again because without them, this wouldn't be quite as, I don't know, good works in and of themselves are meaningful. Charity is its own reward. But it's really cool to be able to give away all of these prizes. And this year's prizes they're really awesome. The first one is an X100V. The next prize was a KEH gift card for $1,000. We have a Moment prize package that includes an anamorphic Moment lens and then a bag and a mount for a phone case. We've got like 4 or 5 prizes, I think, from B&H that they contributed. Hazard 4, one of my favorite photo bag brands, has contributed 4 photo bags. You're going to be able to choose from 2. F-Stop, also an amazing maker of bags, as you guys all know, especially you adventure types. $300 web voucher. We've got lensrentals.com has offered $150 gift cards. Viltrox lenses, we've got 4 of them. Tamron is giving a lens. Per Gear is giving a bunch of lenses. Well, some of them we already had. We're giving you basically every lens we got in 2020 that someone sent us for free to review. We're giving back to you guys as part of this. Some of them are slightly used, but I think that's okay. And then what else? I think that about covers it. Oh, we are going to give away 5 of our 5 licenses to our workshop, our Zero to Hero 6-week intense photography course that includes critiques from us, 5 assignments. So that's what's at stake here,
that's
you guys.
That's the roundup.
Yep. So the first one was a social media prize. Basically, you could enter by sharing the hashtag Do Good With Your Camera and the website dogoodwithyourcamera.com, and so anyone could enter just by sharing it and getting the word out. And what I did was I took Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, anywhere where that hashtag was used since October 1, and counted those, and then basically divided up, said 1 through whatever, 300 was Twitter, and then so on. And then I got a random number. The random number was in the 50s, so pretty low, and it was Twitter, and it was the 50th tweet after October, and that came from Rye Gordon. And the funny thing is, Rye's a YouTuber, and I didn't know that until I looked him up. He's pretty new, so give him a follow. You can find a link in the description. He's also from Utah, so people are going to be wondering, favoritism here. I promise it's random. I had never heard of Rye Gordon in my life. And what else? Oh yeah. So I followed him, I subscribed, and then he did an Instagram story. He's like, DENAE and Andrew followed me. It's like, oh, Rye, you don't even know yet. You're going to get first pick in this prize. So Rye's, hopefully we're making his day with this announcement. But Rye, if you're watching this, you do we're giving you an assignment. You're going to have to make a video saying which prize you chose and what you did with it. So on your channel, we expect to see that.
We would love to see that.
Yeah. No, he has to. He has no choice.
Okay. All right.
We're going to get it in writing.
Oh, I see.
I'm kidding. Totally kidding. Next we have, so then we picked 2 photos that we liked. One was a photo of service being documented, and the other is photo as service, basically like you're performing a service with the photo. So let's talk about the one we chose as service, DENAE. Do you want to tell everybody why we chose this one? I'll bring it up.
Yeah.
This photo was by Christy Moxley.
Oh, this is this is so like artistic and has so much story behind it. And we were just really touched by the way that they captured this then and now. And it looks like she's probably visiting him and he's sick and on oxygen. And this is a keepsake that will be kept for, I'm sure, generations.
Yeah, when I saw this, I didn't even need to read the description from Christy. I knew immediately what this was and how beautiful and, like you said, a keepsake. So as far as storytelling, as far as uplifting, so beautiful. This spoke to us for sure. So great job, Christy.
Congratulations.
The next one was by Furkan Orman. I'll put his name on the screen in case I'm getting it wrong, which is highly likely. This photo, when I saw this again, like it has so much story. When I read the description, it appears that Furkan sat down with these children to get to know them. And to me, that's really important. I'm not a big fan I love street photography, but I don't like taking photos of people, especially people in poverty or struggling, and just kind of leaving. I feel like if you're going to do that, you should stop. You should get to know them if you can. And treat that person as a human and get to know who they are, and if you can, help them. So it was interesting that he was there long enough to capture someone giving this boy some money. The capture of the foot also, just the whole composition. It's really quite sad, but also just he knows what he's doing. Yeah,
it's moving. The story is moving. It's touching, and it's humanity right there. It's taking care of each other.
Yeah. So we thought that captured just the essence of doing good. Do good with your cameras right there. it wasn't just taking advantage of somebody in a plight, but showing that person being helped. And that's why I just loved it so much. So great job for Ken. The next one was the video. We did a video this year for the first time. We didn't get as many video submissions. That's not a huge surprise since we're a photography first channel, but we did have some video-centric prizes to give, and we wanted to encourage our videographer friends to participate. So we did get several submissions, some really good ones. The one that we chose was by Eutychus, and I apologize, Eutychus, I can't pronounce your last name. Again, I'll put it on the screen. He documented a man named Evans who he lives in Nairobi, and he took a space that was basically a garbage dump area, just kind of neglected and unused, and he used the resources there, rallied the community, improved this place, and made it a kind of a community little hub, and beautified it and transformed it. So just thought that was beautiful, this little documentary. I don't understand, it's in different language that I don't understand, but it's clear what's happening.
And he had once been a criminal.
Yes.
Like, he changed his life, and he wanted to help other people change their lives.
Right.
Like, he had a mission to help change minds, I think is painted on the spot. So
congratulations, Eutychus.
Yeah, that was wonderful. Thanks.
Then we had another prize. The next on the list as far as order will be, I kind of had an Easter egg or a back doorway to enter that for whoever watched our whole announcement video. At the end, I said, if you watched the whole thing, leave a comment. And there's hundreds and hundreds of people that left those comments. So, but the random winner was Xavier, and I can't pronounce your last name again. I'll put it on the screen. So congratulations, Xavier. For everybody else, the rest of the 28 or so prizes, just randomly chose people who submitted photos, and I'm going to put that list up. The way we're going to do this, the fairest way that I can think of is if you see your name, you watch this announcement video and you see your name, basically the order you respond or send us a message is the order that we will allow you to choose your prize. And if some people won't, and so then given a week or two, we will then reach out to anyone who hasn't seen this and email them, and then the same thing in the order that they get back to us is the order that they will be able to choose their prize.
First come, first serve.
That's right.
So hurry.
So I'll put them on the screen right now. All of the other winners. Yeah.
Congratulations, and thank you so much for making this what it's been.
Yeah. Thank you so much. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm so glad that we didn't just can it for 2020. So for 2021, for sure, doing it again. Give us a couple weeks, and we're going to reset the website, make it so you can start uploading again for photos that you take anytime in 2021 that have anything to do with doing good, to be entered into what we do again a year from now. We'll have hopefully even more exciting prizes, but more importantly, opportunities to nudge you guys and ourselves to doing good things with our cameras. So
thanks for watching, thanks for participating, thanks for being there, supporting our channel, supporting Do Good With Your Camera. We've loved doing this, and we can't wait to do it again and see the submissions next year. Thanks so much for being here with us.
Remember to do good with your cameras, and we'll talk to you again real soon.